Imagine waking up one day and realizing that everything you believed about the world, about fairness, about chance, about right and wrong, is a carefully constructed illusion. You walk through life thinking that your choices are free, your opinions your own, your victories deserved. And yet, beneath the surface of every interaction, every societal rule, every personal decision, lies a hidden game. A game most people never see. A game that governs how power flows, who rises, and who falls. This game is subtle. It hides behind morality, behind the language of fairness, behind the comforting notion that the world is just. It does not announce itself. It does not ask for permission. It simply operates, quietly shaping your thoughts, your fears, your desires, and even your sense of reality. Most stumble blindly through this world, believing they are masters of their fate, when in truth they are players in a contest they do not even recognize. Machiavelli understood this better than anyone. Power, he argued, is not about brute force or moral superiority, is about seeing clearly, understanding the rules others ignore, and navigating a world that rewards cunning, perception, and strategic insight. Those who grasp the game are never truly defeated. Those who fail to see it remain trapped, vulnerable to forces they cannot name, let alone resist. This is your invitation to open your eyes, to see what most will never see. Once you see the game, nothing can defeat you. To truly understand the hidden game, we must turn back the clock to Renaissance Italy, land of brilliant art, fierce intellect, and unrelenting political chaos. Florence, Venice, the Papal States, city-states, ruled not by justice, but by cunning, strategy, and the relentless pursuit of influence. It was a world where fortunes rose and fell overnight, where alliances were fragile and betrayal was often the most effective currency. Niccolo Machiavelli lived in the eye of this storm, a diplomat, a scholar, and a keen observer of human ambition. He saw power in its rawest, most unvarnished form in his seminal work, The Prince. Machiavelli stripped away the comforting illusions of morality. He revealed that virtue alone cannot secure survival or success. Perception, adaptability, and strategic calculation govern the fates of men and nations. He chronicled rulers who thrived by understanding the mechanisms of control, and those who perished because they ignored them. For Machiavelli, power was not a force to be wielded blindly, it was a system to be read, a game to be mastered. Consider the Medici family, exiled and reclaimed, rising from the shadows to dominate Florence, not through brute strength, but through calculated alliances, psychological manipulation, and an uncanny sense of timing. Or Cesare Borgia, whose ruthless pragmatism terrified and inspired, demonstrating that fear, perception, and strategy often outweigh morality in the corridors of power. These historical lessons are not distant curiosities. They echo through time, shaping the structures, behaviors, and strategies of the modern world. The game remains the same, only the pieces have changed. Understanding the historical lens of power allows us to recognize patterns, to anticipate moves, and to navigate systems designed to control those who fail to see them. History, in this sense, is not merely a record of events. It is a guidebook for those seeking to perceive the invisible rules that govern us all. The hidden game is not merely external, it thrives within our minds. Human psychology is a battlefield, and most walk through life unaware they are being guided by forces they cannot see. Cognitive biases, the tendency to follow the crowd, the instinct to obey authorities, are not flaws. They are survival mechanisms. But in the context of power, they become vulnerabilities, predictable patterns that the clever exploit to control, influence, and dominate. Consider how opinions are shaped before we even realize it. Media, social structures, and cultural norms subtly direct attention, prioritize fear, and reward conformity. The human mind seeks simplicity and certainty, making it easy prey for narratives that confirm pre-existing beliefs. Even intelligence and education provide no immunity. Knowledge without awareness is merely another tool for manipulation. The game does not need brute force, it only needs predictability. History offers countless examples. Entire populations persuaded to fight wars they scarcely understood. Citizens convinced to accept policies against their own interests. Individuals manipulated by social hierarchies and economic pressures. Today, the stakes are amplified. Algorithms and targeted messaging observe our choices, our fears, even our desires, shaping behavior in ways most cannot perceive. We are being nudged, guided, and sometimes trapped by systems designed to exploit the very psychology that allows society to function. Yet, recognition is liberation. Awareness of these mechanisms transforms vulnerability into power. The moment you understand how human nature is guided, you gain clarity. The invisible levers that once controlled you now lie in plain sight. Seeing the game within the human mind is the first step toward true freedom. Those who grasp it are no longer pawns. They become observers, strategists, and, ultimately, masters of their own reality. The game that Machiavelli observed in Renaissance Italy did not vanish with history, evolved. Today, it operates quietly in our corporations, our governments, our media, and even in the networks of our daily interactions. Power no longer always wears a crown or brandishes a sword. It often hides behind social norms, algorithms, and the invisible structures that shape choices before we even recognize them. To see the game is to understand that nothing in modern society is truly neutral. Consider the world of consumerism. Every advertisement, every product placement, every carefully curated image is designed not simply to sell, but to guide thought and behavior. They appeal to fear, desire, and identity, nudging individuals toward choices that serve invisible systems. Politics is no different. Messages are framed to provoke outrage, division, and loyalty, exploiting emotional triggers that bypass rational thought. Even our personal relationships can reflect these dynamics, as influence, manipulation, and perception govern interactions more than sincerity or fairness ever could. Yet, some see through it. Consider whistleblowers, investigative journalists, or strategists who identify patterns others ignore. They recognize that the game is not about overt dominance, but subtle shaping of perception. By understanding the underlying forces, they navigate society with clarity and freedom. This awareness transforms ordinary decisions into strategic moves. A conversation, a career choice, even the way information is consumed becomes deliberate rather than reactive. The modern world is complex, but patterns persist. The same rules that dictated power in Florence now govern online platforms, global markets, and political institutions. The difference lies in scale and subtlety, not in principle. Those who perceive these patterns gain advantage, while the unaware continue to move blindly, shaped by forces beyond their recognition. Seeing the game is not paranoia, it is insight, a lens through which the invisible architecture of society becomes clear, revealing the rules everyone else misses. Once you see the game, the world changes. Knowledge alone is not enough. True mastery comes from applying insight with strategy, awareness, and subtlety. Machiavelli's lessons, though centuries old, remain startlingly relevant today. They are not guides for cruelty or dominance. They are tools for understanding, navigating, and ultimately thriving within a world structured by hidden forces. The first lesson is perception. People are influenced less by reality than by what they believe is real. Controlling how others perceive you and how you perceive yourself is fundamental. A single misjudged assumption can lead to failure, while a keen awareness of perception creates opportunities that others cannot see. Second, patience is power. The game rewards those who can wait, observe, and act at the precise moment. Impulsiveness, moral rigidity, or emotional reactivity are liabilities in a system designed to exploit predictable behavior. The patient strategist turns waiting into an advantage, using time as an ally rather than a constraint. Third, strategic empathy. Understanding others' desires, fears, and motivations allows navigation of complex social structures without overt conflict. By anticipating moves, responding to hidden needs, and leveraging human behavior, one can achieve influence without overt aggression. This is not manipulation for its own sake, but insight applied with precision. Finally, clarity over morality. Machiavelli did not dismiss ethics. He reframed them. Ethics divorced from awareness of power can become a trap. Recognizing the pragmatic truths of human behavior allows one to act with integrity while avoiding pitfalls created by naive assumptions about fairness. Those who internalize these principles become fundamentally unstoppable. Awareness shields from manipulation. Patience converts time into power. Empathy deciphers human motives, and clarity transforms moral confusion into strategic insight. Once you see the game, you are no longer subject to its rules. You become an active participant, able to move with freedom, influence, and resilience. In a world ruled by invisible forces, this is the ultimate advantage. Seeing the game comes with a cost. Awareness brings freedom, but it also brings isolation. Those who perceive the hidden structures of society often feel alienated, as if they occupy a different plane from those still immersed in illusions. Friends, colleagues, and even family may remain blind to the subtle currents that shape behavior, leaving the enlightened observer alone with knowledge that others cannot comprehend. This solitude is not weakness, it is a consequence of clarity. Understanding the mechanisms of control, manipulation, and power forces difficult decisions: when to act, when to remain silent, and how to maintain integrity in a world that rewards compromise. Awareness is empowering, but it also demands responsibility. Every choice carries weight, every action has consequences, and every interaction must be measured against a deeper understanding of human nature. Moreover, clarity exposes moral ambiguity. Recognizing the patterns of influence does not automatically reveal the right course of action. The enlightened must navigate a world where ethics are intertwined with pragmatism, where honesty can be dangerous, and where self-restraint often outweighs impulsive virtue. The burden is real. Knowledge alone is not liberation. It is the application of that knowledge with discernment and courage that defines true mastery. Yet, for those willing to bear it, the solitude is a small price. Awareness provides resilience, foresight, and freedom from the invisible chains that govern ordinary lives. It is in this space of quiet responsibility that true power emerges, not the power to dominate others, but the power to move unshakably, with insight, clarity, and unwavering autonomy. The world is governed by forces few dare to acknowledge. Power, influence, and manipulation operate quietly, invisibly, shaping choices, relationships, and entire societies. Most move through life blind to these currents, believing in fairness, chance, or morality as shields. Yet the truth is stark. The game exists, whether we see it or not. And ignorance is vulnerability. Those who perceive the game, however, are fundamentally different. Awareness transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. Every decision becomes deliberate. Every interaction an opportunity to navigate with insight. Every challenge a test of strategy rather than impulse. History, psychology, and philosophy converge to reveal a single truth: understanding the rules of human behavior and societal structures grants an invincibility that cannot be taken by force, persuasion, or circumstance. This mastery is not about cruelty or domination. It is about clarity. It is about seeing patterns others miss, anticipating outcomes before they unfold, and moving through life with intentionality that others cannot comprehend. It is about freedom, freedom from deception, from manipulation, and from the invisible chains that govern most lives. Machiavelli called it knowledge of the game, a comprehension of power in its most raw and subtle form. To see it is to step into a space where external forces hold little sway. Nothing can defeat those who understand. The world may continue its chaos, its illusions, its endless struggles for dominance, but the one who sees, truly sees, becomes untouchable. The question is no longer how to win in life, it is whether you have the courage to open your eyes, perceive the game, and walk through the world unshaken, empowered by the quiet certainty that comes only from understanding. Once you see the game, nothing can defeat you.